Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns. At small forward, Josh Okogie.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in its center. Now here's Westbrook. George outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Durant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Leonard, shot's good.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Paul passes to Booker. Outside Paul. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Ball to Phoenix.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Covington with a block.
See why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
George's shot is off. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Durant. Over George. They get it again. Outside Durant. Paul with it. Guarded now by George. Durant for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 8 points.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. The ball's knocked loose. Right wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. And it's Durant with the finish.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Zubac. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to Paul. Durant has the open look. And it's Phoenix with another.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
Up top, Westbrook. And here's Covington. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington, setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Here's Paul, After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. For three, Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Westbrook outside. Outside Covington. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Covington's got 5 now.
Covington's range is a big asset for this offense.
Outside Paul. Takes it inside. Here's Okogie. Pounded by Westbrook. Okogie's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Back to George. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Ayton with the defensive effort. The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Okogie. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Paul against Westbrook. Covington, a screen on Paul. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing. Back to Covington. Nice D from Durant. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. Oh, deflected. Right side Durant. The 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come. Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Takes the 3. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. George outside. Paul with a steal. And stolen by Leonard. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Five on the clock. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
A minute 53 left in the first half of this game. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. For three, Covington. The shot comes out, and Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Up top, Booker. This one for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Oh, a denial. Leonard outside. Pass to George. Second chance shot. That shot off the mark. Booker with the defensive effort. Now here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Now here's Leonard. 3-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. Here's Ayton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
George, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Phoenix, Kevin Durant.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Plumlee. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He made a big
32.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while. But don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings. It's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but this energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
Here's Baisley. The layup off target. Gordon outside. To the inside, Plumlee. Offensive rebound. Gordon outside. Back to Plumlee. And there's the rejection. To the paint. tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Outside Ross. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Clippers trail. Powell outside. Pass to Gordon. Batum outside. 4-3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Ross. Kicks it out to Warren. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think ISBA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Westbrook. Down low. Here's Leonard. Okogie pulls down the board. Paul against Westbrook. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul. And the Clippers call time here. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. Durant with a screen on George. 4 on the clock. And there's the drive and the jam by George.
You have to track Paul George all over the floor. A three-level scorer. He's going to come at you in multiple ways.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter, and the shot goes in. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Now here's Durant. He's got 24. Pass to Booker. He got a piece of it. Ball against Westbrook. Now Batum. Kicks it out to Westbrook. The floater. Nice D from Paul.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 6.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George with a steal. Here's Batum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Zubac with the steal. And we've reached the end of the third. The Suns on top, up 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Lonnie Williams was saying to his team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this, guys."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's George. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Westbrook against Paul. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Stolen. And the Suns pushing it up now. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw and they'll keep possession here. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And you think about guys down the stretch who you'd have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Outside for Booker. Here's Durant. Denied by Leonard.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Now here's Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Durant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Clippers trail. They set the pick. George outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Phoenix has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside for Booker. Inside. Here's Paul. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Booker doing a good job that time instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Leonard. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. It's picked off. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Paul Ball against Westbrook, and the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Durant. Okogie on the wing. Clock at 6. Durant inside. Leonard defending. Durant, no good. The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Durant. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers running out of time. Westbrook right side. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Ball with it. Guarded by Batum. Durant against George. Back to Okogie. Denied by Leonard. And they get it back. Clock at 2. Here's Durant. The offensive rebound. Here's Okogie. Buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 9.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Man, good whistle there.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Devin Booker.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball. Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Nice shot by Durant.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's Westbrook. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard for 3. And Booker pulls it down. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
the Clippers win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Now here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns with the steal. Now here's McDaniel. D right on him. The kick out to Towns. From 10 feet out, Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's George. Oh my goodness! What a play!
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Great D that time from Edwards.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Oh, here's Edwards. Paul George grabs the miss. Westbrook kicks to Covington. The three ball buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Conley against Westbrook. The kick out to Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Westbrook passes to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Outside Edwards. Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Edwards against George. It's stolen by Gobert. And now here comes Conley leading the break. The shot missing. Good D by Westbrook. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Towns a screen on George. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
And George drops them both.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. Paul George grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers. Now the pass to Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Towns has got 5.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Edwards against George. Now here's Edwards. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Covington. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Minnesota on D, 7-point differential. Leonard kicks to Covington. Back to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Conley surveying the D. Kicks to Towns. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not happy.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards with it. From deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Westbrook. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Conley. Dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. McDaniels in the post. Leonard's there. Good work there as it goes. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And George, here we go.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Paul George with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. A 3 from Leonard. George against Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Westbrook against Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
He hits the second from the line. Clippers leading by 8. George sets a screen for Westbrook. And George, here we go. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Towns, and he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Covington passes to Westbrook. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Passes to Conley. Back to McDaniels. He kicks it to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. High post try. With the clock winding down. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Westbrook. Covington passes to Westbrook. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. For the 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Like the scrap.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The Timberwolves, 21.
And And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Taurean Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Here's Highland after the basket by Minnesota. And Batum kicks the foul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson with the block. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Prince outside. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Gordon. Comes up empty down low. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Prince. A beautiful reverse layup. Prince has got his first basket.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Highland passes to Gordon. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Highland. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Reed has it in the corner. Over Gordon, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Eric Gordon. It's his first trip to the line. And the Clippers call time here.
2 shots. Clippers take a timeout. Time for features. Come on now. Good. Put your hands together for your Clippers Racers.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. And that one falls for Reed. That one drops. He ties it up. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're scoreless since the first half. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. Zubats.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammate.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Now Conley. Outside, Towns. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Towns. Edwards trying to get open, and Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
For 3, Covington. Good on the three-point shot. Covington's got 6.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. And pass on Jaden McDaniel.
Covington showing you that weight room strength. Awesome physicality there, bullying his way to the hoop.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls.
At the line for your Clippers.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Minnesota calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Conley, and the pass to Edwards. Conley against Westbrook. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Can they get it? It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Out to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Here's the drive. And the rejection by Zubac. Count it. Gobert's got 10 points in the game. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside, Edwards. From deep three-point range, sinks the triple. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Kicks it out to Covington. Launches it. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And we just finished the third quarter, and here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Westbrook against Conley.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Conley gets the bucket.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Kicks it out to Covington. Passes it to Zubac. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Outside, Towns. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. We've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Out to Edwards. Whistle blows, basket is, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under
angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Here's George, and then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
A great, fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
That shot off.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
Clippers leading by 6. Westbrook surveying the D. Pass to Zubats. And the Clippers call time here.
Timeout. Start it.
Here we go. Let's get loud. For your
Clippers. 6 to shoot. Leonard dishes to Covington. The shot that time, not on target. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. Outside Conley. Out to Edwards. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
It's the first that brings them within 5. And he makes both free throws.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on him.
Westbrook up top, covered by Conley. Here's Leonard. And rebounded by McDaniel.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. Here's George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McDaniels gets to Conley. Towns down low. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Conley. At the top of the key, Gobert. Going inside. Out to Conley. Outside Edwards. Another shot. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Conley against Westbrook. Out to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Conley. Back to McDaniel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside Covington. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg. To the best kid.
definitely better.
Yeah, they're making strides, Allie, no question. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Counted from distance. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Minnesota with the ball. Coming off a Suns make. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Ayton.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
They throw good, Edwards. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, of course, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Outside Paul. Pass to Okogie. Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. Here's Edwards. The Suns clear it. Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. And another three from Minnesota.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. The three is up. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 7.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Pass to Booker. And stolen by Edwards. With the big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Ball against Conley. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 7. Here's Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The shot by Towns, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. From downtown. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Paul against Conley. Outside Booker. Left side Paul. Pass to Durant. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 3. And the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Edwards can't hit.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Booker, good.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Towns. Oh, denied by Durant. On the break. Cuts off the pass. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Paul. Outside Booker. Durant with it. He's got 13. That one drops for him. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
The Timberwolves trail. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's Edwards for the drive.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
The first one falls. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all three.
Here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns for three. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 6.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. Okogie on the wing. Outside Booker. From behind the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
It's Edwards with a drive. No good there.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Durant for 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
You can count on Kevin Durant to be consistent as a scorer night after night after night.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
That free throw misses.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Conley against Paul. Durant way outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Conley against Paul. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. Gobert no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Paul finds Booker. Back to Paul. And he drives in. The kick to Durant. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. McDaniels inside. Booker defending. Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Paul. Now here's Durant. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Darius Baisley. Terrence Ross is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the center spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Shamet. Here's Baisley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops a first. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Here's Shamet. No good on the shot. And Minnesota will come the other way. Pass to Noel. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he makes both free throws. The Suns leading. Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. It's Ross on the wing. Fires in the triple.
Well, this guy's a team-first guy. If you're open and Baisley can put it on time and on target, he is more than willing.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Ross. Outside, Anderson. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Landale. Here's Shamet. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. And now it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Left side, Conley. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Baisley. And the Suns get it back. Kicks it out to Warren. Here's Shamet. He's got 6. Second shot opportunity. Landale uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 12.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Conley. And again, another missed shot.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Landale. Outside Warren. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Ayton, he's checked in for Landale. Durant comes in for Baisley. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Chris Paul in for Shamet. Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Booker fires from way outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. And Minnesota calls time here. The Suns making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. 1:46 left in the third quarter. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Outside for Booker. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Trying to get back on track. Edwards can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Durant from outside the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley passes to Towns. Count that bucket. Towns has got 8 points.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. And stolen by Edwards. McDaniels passes to Towns. Okogie pulls down the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-6 run to the paint. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Durant. Paul's gotten his first points in this one.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Conley passes to Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. 16 points for him.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
For three, Durant. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
And guys, we know that Kevin Durant, like most NBA players, has his off-the-floor pursuits away from the game. But the fact of the matter is, we know his priority is the game of basketball.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
He scored over 50% of his team points. So, yeah, it's obvious that he's the pick. The defense has tried to slow him down, but nothing has worked. He has just owned them tonight. This type of dominant performance is going to be talked about for a long time.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, it's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win? He's laying down the challenge.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Paul against Conley. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Takes it inside. The kick out to Paul. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Now Gobert. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Paul. And the bucket is good.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Conley against Paul. Outside for Booker. Right side Durant. Okogie on the wing. Fires the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 15.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Paul.
Well, size and athleticism and a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Pass to Okogie. The kick out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the final quarter. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
1:49 left to play in the fourth. And here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. To the middle. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the best pick-and-roll players in the history of NBA basketball. He has mastered that aspect.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And here's Edwards outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Pass to Ayton. Over Towns. Ayton, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Ball from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. That shot, no good. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of their home fans always puts a bounce in your step. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers is his triple-double record unbreakable. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going.
Goes up with it again. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Paul driving the lane. Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here is George, and the basket is good.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, look, here's what the Clippers head coach had to say earlier. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
On the wing, Booker. Pass to Ayton. Here's a Kogi. And the rejection by Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
Okogie, the pass to Durant. Okogie, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Westbrook. George looking around. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And another three for the Clippers.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's George following the score by Phoenix. Covington's shot is off. Covington against Durant. Here's Okogie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's George. The rebound by KD. The Suns trailing. Ball passes to KD. Here's Okogie. Puts up a three. And the three ball is good. Okogie's got 5 points so far.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Left side, Covington. Out to the wing. Passes it to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Westbrook missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Kicks it out to Booker. The tray. A shot. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Okogie. Outside, KD. And there's the drive. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside, Covington. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
3-point field goal.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. Here's Paul, banked in off the glass. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And here's KD for 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's George. He takes it in. Here's Zubac. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
A drive by Paul. And Booker gets to Durant. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Clippers moving the ball around. Booker against George. Here's Zubac. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Los Angeles on D. Durant deciding where to go with it. The pass to Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Paul. And Zubac with the block. They retain possession. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy one.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Durant. Ayton trying to break free. The shot will not fall. Los Angeles leading by 3. Covington passes to George. Over Paul. The shot by George, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Kicks it out to Paul. Turnaround Jay. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Westbrook with it. No points in the game yet for him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
Outside Durant shoots the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. George against Booker. George passes to Covington. The layup missed.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
It's good. This game is all even. Paul's got 6 points.
Look, you gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score all the way through contact.
The 3 from George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Zubac kicks to Covington. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, George. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Leonard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Warren, and it's Baisley in at the power forward position. Powell, that's good.
An all-around player, one of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Here's Shamet. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 3. Highland passes to Gordon. From outside the arc. That shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. To the wing on the left. Here's Baisley, and it's blocked by Gordon. Ross against Plumlee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Powell finds Batum. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Gordon. Ross with the steal.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Baisley passes to Landale. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Batum sets a screen for Gordon. Outside Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Ross, that's good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Highland. He's covered by Shamet. Highland passes to Gordon. Here's Highland. It's Powell on the wing. Pocket 4. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The kick out to Warren. Knocks down the 3-ball. Warren's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
A diverse skill set makes Warren an offensive threat. Perimeter shooting is just one of the tricks of his sleeve.
Plumlee dishes to Gordon. Back to Plumlee. Shamet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Baisley passes to Landale. And so they foul. Intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Pass to Baisley. Takes a 3. And he stays with it. Here's Warren. Shamet on the wing. Ross with it. Westbrook picks him up. Second shot opportunity. Landale with the bucket. Landale's got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Takes it out to Covington. Zubac's the pass to Westbrook. Trying to get something going, and the layup is good.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
55 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Shamet. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 5. Ross passes to Landale. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Landale's got the lead back up to 6 now for Phoenix. Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Outside Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. T.J. Warren picks one up.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. 23 seconds left in the third.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Pass to Okogie. This one for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Outside Leonard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Phoenix ahead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Clippers trail by 5. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Booker left side. Ball outside. From the top of the key. Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound. Ayton can't hit that one. And So it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Paul. Outside, KD. Booker finds Durant. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And the Suns lead by 5.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Here's George to the inside. Here's Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. George trying to break free. Here's Zubac, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
Clippers substitution.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Kicks it out to Paul. The dish to KD. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Back to Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Ayton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
The drive by Paul. Here's Booker. Tips it up, and Ayton stays with it.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Westbrook against Paul. Covington wide open. He fires. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George way outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Suns leading by 3. The shot's good from Paul.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Highlands checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Thanks, David. The 3 from KD. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard on the wing. Plumlee trying to break loose. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
KD against Covington. Booker left side. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot on it. A shot by Paul, no good. And here's Los Angeles. Covington kicks to George. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Money!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
The pass to Durant. Into the lane. Kept alive. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Goes back up. Down low. Ayton. It's good.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
The three won't fall. And so it's Phoenix.
What a great way to take in a Tuesday. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've got Robert Covington. Eric Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Picked by Gobert. From deep, Conley. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Covington inside. McDaniels covering. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Here's the 3. The shot by Conley. No good. Now Los Angeles with it.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Zubats. Here's George. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Leonard. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him.
Gobert with a screen on George. Pass to Towns. Launches it. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
A nice shot by Zubats.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. This one for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard finds Zubats. Shot by Leonard, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Knocked away. Oh, George with a steal. Into the lane. The putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Now here's Covington. 1:44 left in the first quarter. McDaniels with some nice D. Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers trail. Here's George. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Off target from 3-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. George for 3. And Conley grabs the miss.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Edwards slams it in. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Leonard against Gobert. Pass to Covington. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Conley. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And rejected. Gordon outside. Zubats with it. Defended by Gobert. Lets it fly. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
George outside. And Covington, here we go. Back to George. Covington, a screen on Edwards. Outside Covington. And he lays it up and in.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Edwards fires from way outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
George outside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 6.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Pass to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Unable to get that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Gordon, the pass to Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards finds Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Right side Conley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Inside, Gobert is a nightmare with his height. It's tough to create good coverage.
Gordon against Conley. Outside Covington. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Towns passes to Edwards. Back to Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 5.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Edwards against George. Pass to Covington. Crosses over. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the inside. It's stolen by Leonard. Inside. Kicks it to George. Back to Covington. Leonard with a screen on Towns. There's the triple. And Kawhi Leonard gets the 3. He's got 9.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley passes to Towns. Gobert with it. Pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon finds Covington. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
24.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Paul George out there with Eric Gordon. Then there's Ivica Zubats. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Back to Anderson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Gordon outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, a 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
And Minnesota calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Covington. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Highland in for Paul George. Left side McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Second chance effort. And Gobert with the stuff.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Gordon outside. Batum outside. Back to Gordon. Up and over Conley. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Picked by Gobert. Pulls it. Kept alive. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Here's Highland. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Noel. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. From deep three-point range. Highland misses. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. On the wing, Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Nick Batum.
I like whenever Alexander Walker takes initiative on offense. He's so skilled at attracting contact.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Gordon outside. Pass to Highland. Lets it go from deep. Here's Plumlee. Reed with the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
The strength of Prince. We talk about it. Powers through contact, finishes. That's a big-time play.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Reed. Plumlee pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Batum shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Prince has got 6.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Now here's Powell. Here's Highland. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Batum penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in.
Running with a full head of steam, Nicholas Batum not making it easy for the defenders.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince. 17 seconds left in the third. Back to Alexander Walker. Driving in. It's tipped.
Minnesota foul. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one misses.
Shooting for play, Deshaun Highland at the line.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Substitution on the court. Timberwolves all time. All right, everybody. Get on your feet and make some noise. All right, fans. Let me hear you give it.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, up one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Leonard outside. Outside Covington. Back to Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Conley. And an intentional foul right there.
Covington. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Out to Gordon. There's the 3. No luck on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Leonard against McDaniels. Clock at 6. Covington finds Leonard. The steal. Conley with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Towns passes to Conley. Now here's Towns. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
The Clippers shooting only 42%. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend.
Here's Edwards. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Conley's checked in for the Clippers. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, "Now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment." His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
Appreciate the report, Allie. For three, Gordon. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Conley passes to Towns. The 3-ball. Tips it up. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Leonard, left side. Screen by Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. George's shot is off. Oh, got a piece of it for Minnesota. They've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. Driving to the basket. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Oh, and with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, previous personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official is confirmed. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here.
The confidence Leonard has is impressive. Calm, cool, and collected, stepping up to the strike. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity strike? This guy.
Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Count it!
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It falls! Oh! An enormous three-pointer! Now Edwards. Towns a screen on Gordon. He shoots. It's good!
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Timeout called, the Clippers. They're behind by 2. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George, a deep 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win.
To the best kid.
They are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. And it's the Suns to start out. Now here's Paul looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker outside. And the pass to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Edwards against Booker. The kick out to Towns. Passes it to Conley. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Suns on offense. 4-point game.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
He kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Durant. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's a Kogi. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish. Continues to do so. What a dime.
Out to the right wing. Towns finds Edwards. And Durant sends it back. Booker in the corner. Suns moving the ball around. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Fantastic! That was the First Avenue Breakers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now here's Paul. And there's the pass to Okogie. Shoots over McDaniel. Here's Ayton. Up and in on the layup.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Conley. Edwards passes to Gobert. 3 on the clock. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 7. Nice shot by Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now here's Towns. Gobert, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And Phoenix turns it over again.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
From about 16, no good from Booker. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota, trailing by 5. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Paul passes to Durant. Fade away. Good on the shot.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Towns for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, excellent job, KD, timing the contest there and using his length to bother the shot.
And that... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
What a combination, upbeat and unselfish. Durant is the face of the franchise that most people projected him to be.
Edwards looking it over. Towns the screen. Edwards can't hit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Okogie. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. Outside Edwards. With the drive. The shot comes out, and Phoenix will come the other way. For three, Okogie. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the Timberwolves call time. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Now here's Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McDaniels got his first points in this one.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Pass to Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. And Booker kicks to Ayton. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. Edwards passes to Towns. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Suns only giving up 2 points this quarter. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Towns. And that one goes long. Suns leading by 11.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Outside, Edwards takes it inside, and Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Conley, the pass to Towns. A second chance effort. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Conley dishes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Ball looking over the floor. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Conley's shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Durant, the pass to Okogie. From deep. Outside for Durant. Goes up on the wing. That shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards inside. Defended by Paul. Edwards can't hit. Suns leading by 9. Pass to Ayton. Towns with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edwards, that's good.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Now Durant. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Stolen by Durant with 4 seconds on the clock.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Suns lead by 9. Thank you, David, for that interview.
The Suns, 23.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Timberwolves trail by 9, so with Paul on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Warren, and it's Baisley in at the 4. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Payne. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. And Anderson slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Baisley, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, Baisley playing with force, that's a big sign.
Here's Noel. Payne covering, feeds to Anderson. Pass to Reed, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ross passes to Baisley. 6 on the shot clock. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now the pass to Reed. Feeds away. Landale grabs the miss. The Suns shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Warren kicks to Payne. Passes to Ross. Fires the 3. That shot missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. And he bangs it home with one hand.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Payne looking around. Outside Warren. Pass to Ross. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Payne with it. Guarded now by Prince. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. Pulls up. Reed misses. Suns leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Baisley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Baisley's got 4 this quarter.
Baisley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
And the Timberwolves call time. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Conley kicks to Edwards. Conley dishes to Edwards. It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. Outside for KD. Ayton trying to break free. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Mr. Gobert. And Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And a dunk by Booker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Conley feeling it out. Kicks it to Gobert. Pocket 6. That's a 2 from Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Booker with it. Ball outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. 9-point game. Conley left side. Over in the corner, McDaniels. He dishes it to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. A three-pointer is right on target.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now here's Paul. Outside for KD. The 3, it's stolen by Edwards. One-on-one here. Towns, the pass to Conley. Plays it up and banks it in.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Ball outside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Booker's shot is good.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Timberwolves trail by 6. High post, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Conley against Paul. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul. He's got 5 assists in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Tries again. Out to Conley. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ball against Conley. Ball outside. Okogie, the pass to Booker. From deep three-point range. That shot is off. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Ball against Conley. Back to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Durant just inside the line. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 7.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Edwards against Booker. Towns wide open. And it's off from three-point range. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul. The pass to Booker. Outside, KD. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And then Durant with the dunk.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Back to Towns. They get it back.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Ball finds Booker. So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.